Do you know how many U.S. presidents have been impeached and why? Impeachment, a powerful tool in the hands of the House of Representatives, allows the formal charges against a sitting president. It's an infrequent event in American history, yet 3 presidents have faced this political trial: Andrew Johnson, Bill Clinton, and Donald Trump. Each of these impeachments arose from distinct circumstances, fueled by unique political and personal controversies. Let's dive into the reasons behind each president's impeachment. Our first case takes us back to the year 1868, to the president, Andrew Johnson. Johnson found himself at odds with Congress when he dismissed Edwin M. Stanton from his position as Secretary of War. This act was seen as a violation of the Tenure of Office Act, a law enacted by Congress to restrict the power of the president to dismiss certain office holders without the Senate's approval. But the impeachment of Andrew Johnson was about more than just a breach of law. It was a reflection of the political and social tensions that were rife in the aftermath of the Civil War. The nation was in a state of flux, grappling with the reconstruction of the South and the integration of freed slaves into society. Johnson's policies were seen as too lenient on the South and dismissive of the rights of the newly freed slaves, further fueling the flames of his impeachment. Despite the impeachment, Johnson narrowly escaped removal from office by just 1 vote. Fast forward to 1998, when President Bill Clinton found himself in the impeachment spotlight. The 42nd President of the United States was charged with perjury and obstruction of justice, both serious offenses that threatened to cut his time in office short. The charges stemmed from his affair with Monica Lewinsky, a former White House intern. Clinton was accused of lying under oath about the nature of their relationship during a deposition in a sexual harassment lawsuit brought by Paula Jones, a former Arkansas state employee. This act of perjury, coupled with attempts to obstruct justice by encouraging Lewinsky to deny the affair under oath, led the House of Representatives to vote for his impeachment. Despite the serious charges and the scandal that rocked the nation, Clinton's impeachment trial in the Senate did not result in a conviction. Amid all the controversy and public scrutiny, Clinton, like Johnson, was also acquitted by the Senate, allowing him to finish his term in office. Our final case involves a president who was impeached not once, but twice: Donald Trump. In a twist of history, Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, holds the distinction of being the first president to be impeached twice by the House of Representatives. His first impeachment was in December 2019. It revolved around 2 main charges: abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. The abuse of power charge was tied to a phone call he had with the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky. In this call, it was alleged that Trump attempted to pressure Zelensky into investigating Joe Biden, his political rival, and his son, Hunter Biden. This, the House argued, was an attempt by Trump to solicit foreign interference in the 2020 presidential election. The second charge, obstruction of Congress, was leveled against Trump for his refusal to cooperate with the impeachment inquiry and his attempts to block witnesses from testifying. Despite the charges, Trump was acquitted by the Senate in February 2020. Fast forward to January 2021, when Trump faced impeachment again. It was a time of heightened political tension following the disputed 2020 presidential election. The charge this time was incitement of insurrection. This was in relation to a speech Trump delivered to his supporters on January 6, 2021, which was followed by the storming of the U.S. Capitol. The House alleged that Trump's rhetoric and actions had incited the mob, leading to violence and the disruption of the certification of the 2020 presidential election results. Despite the severity of the charge, the Senate again acquitted Trump in February 2021. The story of Donald Trump's impeachments is a tale of political divisions, unprecedented events, and a president who pushed the boundaries of his office. It serves as a stark reminder of the power of impeachment as a tool for holding presidents accountable and the political complexities that surround its use. Despite being impeached twice, Trump was acquitted both times by the Senate. The impeachment of a U.S. president is a rare event, and each one is a significant chapter in American history. We've examined 3 such chapters today: Andrew Johnson's violation of the Tenure of Office Act, Bill Clinton's perjury and obstruction of justice, and Donald Trump's 2 impeachments, first for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress, and then for incitement of insurrection. While these impeachments have marked indelible moments in our history, it's essential to remember that none resulted in the removal of the president from office.